Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful Recap Wednesday, Opt 2. Grace's enzyme test, Will's internship, Steffy worry. The Bold and the Beautiful Recap for Wednesday, October 2, 2024 is finally here. In today's episode, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddig, meet with Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, gets an internship at Forrester Creations, but Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McKinswood, is wary. On Wednesday, October 2, Ridge says they are going to fight. Taylor says she's a doctor and knows the symptoms. Ridge insists on specialists. Ridge doesn't want to lose Taylor and hugs her again. Steffy is gushing about Taylor to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. The kids are super happy. Steffy says Taylor is right where she needs to be. Will isn't certain about fashion or Forrester Creations. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, wants Will to give it a try. Will still isn't sure about the internship. Willow, Shannon McMullen. The model walks in and introduces her to Will. As they shake hands, Will's jaw drops. Katie tells Willow about Will's plans to transfer to Low. Willow is looking for Hope Logan, Annika Noel, who isn't there and leaves. Will suddenly decides he wants to intern at Forrester Creations. Brooke shares with Steffy that the way she looks up to Taylor is how she viewed her own mom. Brooke wishes she had more time with her mother. Steffy feels the same way about Taylor. Brooke tells Steffy she now has the chance to make up for lost time with her mom. Taylor tells Ridge that Grace was at the top of the list of Lee Finnegan's, Naomi Matsuda, referrals. Ridge exclaims that Grace is like family. Taylor is hesitating. Ridge doesn't understand and starts calling Grace. Taylor doesn't want to go, it's only going to confirm she's dying. Ridge says that Eric Forrester, John McCook, was the same way. But then John Finnegan, Tanner Nublin, figured it out. Ridge thinks that Grace can save Taylor. Brooke thanks Steffy for supporting the bedroom line. Steffy will always support a hit, but can't say the same about HFTF. Brooke says Hope and her team are doing everything they can to turn it around. Steffy admits that she knows Hope is trying her best, and only time will tell. Katie interrupts to talk about Will possibly interning. Steffy is surprised. Katie said she should have checked to see if there was even an opening. Steffy says there is an opening now that Luna Nozoa, Lisa Yamada, isn't there anymore. Steffy agrees to meet with Will, but doesn't seem fired up about the idea. Before Katie grabs Will, she admits that her son isn't sure if fashion is his thing. Another model walks up to Will and recognizes him from photos in Katie's office. Will is asked if he's a model. Will says no and chats for a bit with the model. Will and Kingsley, Jade Coatsworth, are officially introduced. Then the model goes on her way. On Wednesday, October 2, the world of the Bold and the Beautiful was packed with emotional twists, brewing tension, and key developments that left fans on edge. The episode revolved around three central storylines: Grace's mysterious enzyme test, Will's journey into the world of fashion through a coveted internship, and Steffy's deepening wariness regarding an unexpected alliance. As always, the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families found themselves navigating complex relationships, secret machinations, and new surprises. Grace's enzyme test shakes the foundation. The episode kicked off in the Forrester Creations laboratory, where Grace Buckingham, a brilliant and ambitious new addition to the medical team, had been working on a groundbreaking enzyme test. Grace had been brought on board after an impressive stint in research, and she had quickly become a favorite among the Forresters, especially after proving her talent in solving several tricky medical cases. However, her latest test results seemed to hold more secrets than she expected, and that was the focus of today's drama. Grace was initially seen reviewing the results of her enzyme study in silence. Her face, once filled with confidence, slowly shifted into a look of deep concern. It was clear that whatever she was reading was not what she had anticipated. The normally calm and collected scientist started pacing the room, her mind racing. As viewers wondered what could be troubling her so deeply, the scene shifted to her on a phone call with an unnamed colleague. "This doesn't make sense," she said, her voice trembling. "The enzyme pattern, this could change everything. But it can't be real, can it?" The tension built as Grace contemplated her next move. Should she inform the Forresters? Could this enzyme test somehow relate to a bigger storyline about health, inheritance, or a long-buried secret? With her father, Reese Buckingham, still lurking in the shadows after his involvement in baby Beth's kidnapping, viewers couldn't help but wonder if Grace's findings were connected to her family's dark past. Later in the episode, Grace made her way to Forrester Creations' executive office, where she encountered Ridge and Brooke in deep conversation. Though Brooke was welcoming, Ridge sensed the unease in Grace's demeanor immediately. As she approached, Ridge asked, "Grace, is everything okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." Grace hesitated for a moment before responding, "I have some results that might impact someone we all care about." The cryptic nature of her statement left Ridge and Brooke exchanging confused looks. Viewers were left hanging on Grace's every word, wondering which beloved character's fate might be tied to this mysterious enzyme test. Could it be Steffy, Finn, or maybe even a shock revelation about someone unexpected? Will's internship and the pressure to live up to the Spencer name. Meanwhile, in another part of Los Angeles, Will Spencer was preparing for his first day as an intern at Spencer Publications. At 16, Will was stepping into the world of high fashion and media with a determination to make his mark. The youngest Spencer was eager to prove himself to his father, Bill Spencer, and older brother Wyatt. But being a Spencer wasn't easy, especially with Bill's towering expectations. Will entered the bustling office in a sharp suit, a clear reflection of his desire to impress. Though young, he had inherited his father's drive, but with a softer edge that set him apart from Bill's brash persona. Katie Logan, Will's mother, was also there to support her son, but it was evident she was worried about the high standards Bill was likely to set. Bill, ever the dominating presence, greeted Will with a smile that held more weight than warmth. "You ready for the big leagues, kid?" he asked. Will nodded, but there was a flicker of nervousness in his eyes. "I'm ready, Dad. I've got some ideas I want to run by you about our social media strategy." Bill chuckled. "Social media? Sure, we'll talk, but you're here to learn the ropes first. Don't get ahead of yourself." Katie stepped in, sensing the pressure Bill was putting on their son. "Bill, let's not overwhelm him on his first day. Will's going to do great, but he needs time to adjust." Will shot his mother a grateful look, but deep down, he knew that no amount of softening from Katie would diminish the high expectations Bill had placed on him. As the day progressed, Will found himself in meetings, observing the intricacies of running a media empire. Wyatt, who had become a mentor to Will, gave him advice on navigating the corporate world, though Wyatt himself had struggled with living up to Bill's legacy in the past. The episode closed with Will in Bill's office, staring out the large windows overlooking the city. He was clearly deep in thought, contemplating how he would navigate this new chapter. "I just want to make him proud," Will admitted to Wyatt, the weight of his words hanging in the air. "You will," Wyatt reassured him. "Just remember, you're more than just a Spencer. You're your own man." Steffy wary of new alliances. Over at the Cliff House, Steffy Forrester was growing increasingly concerned about the latest developments at Forrester Creations. After a series of strategic moves by Ridge and Thomas, To align themselves with outside partners, Steffi couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Her natural instincts were on high alert as she reviewed business documents and market reports. Finn, ever the supportive husband, approached her as she sat in their living room, visibly troubled. "You've been pacing for an hour, Steffi. What's going on?" he asked. "I don't know," Steffi replied, rubbing her temples. "It's just something feels off about these new partnerships. Thomas is acting like everything's fine, but I'm not convinced." Finn sat beside her, offering a calming presence. "You trust your brother, don't you?" Steffi sighed. "I want to. But Thomas has a history of making impulsive decisions, especially when he thinks he's doing what's best for the company." As the conversation continued, Steffi revealed her growing concern that these new alliances could backfire and put the family business at risk. Finn, ever pragmatic, advised her to trust her instincts, but not to act rashly. Yet the look on Steffi's face made it clear she wasn't going to stand by idly if she sensed danger. The episode concluded with Steffi making a call to an unknown contact. "I need you to look into something for me," she said, her voice firm with determination. "I think we're being played, and I need answers." As the day wrapped up in Los Angeles, the tension in each storyline continued to build, leaving viewers eager to see how these threads would unravel in the coming days. With Grace's enzyme test hanging over the Forresters, Will trying to find his footing under his father's watchful eye, and Steffi ready to protect her family at any cost, the bold and the beautiful promised even more drama to come.